following video has some content that viewers may find disturbing. 10 unusual people with incredible talents. Hello YouTube, welcome back to yet another video. Have you thought of embracing that tiny little thing you consider a limitation? Let me tell you today that you probably are sitting on your hidden talent. It's just you haven't discovered it yet. Here are some of the most unusual people with incredible talent. I'm sure you'll be more aggressive in finding your talent after this. If a guy with no legs can break a record, what's stopping you from doing the same? I feel like I'm in the Matrix when I see how this guy is this good with numbers. Yaashwin Sarawanan is a Malaysian sensation who left many shocked when he appeared on the Got Talent show. Unlike the ordinary crop of talent we're used to seeing, Yaashwin was an actual human calculator who can work through any challenging mathematical equation. Having learned fast calculations from the age of 7, you might think he eats calculators for breakfast. He claims he wasn't born a genius, but learned the art only through hard work and dedication. At the age of 7, instead of hanging around his toys and video games, he was already busy mastering the calculator. Except for his geekish looks, you wouldn't tell him out from a crowd. He's as ordinary as they come. I can't lie, I kind of envy this talent. Who wouldn't love to be a human calculator? Next up, we'll have a look at this unusual kid who's the king of roller skates. You won't believe the kind of limbo act this child can pull on wheels. Did he just fit under that car? Stick around and find out more. Judging from his age and appearance, you'll most definitely judge Goggin to be a newbie in sport. But let me shock you, he started skating when he was about 3.5 years old. What were you doing at that age? This young lad is passionate about skating and has already mastered the art. He shows off some of his antics by raising his body half an inch above the ground and comfortably gliding beneath 36 parked SUVs. I bet he deserves an award for such a remarkable performance. Goggin Satish can pass under any obstacle set in front of him as long as his hand can fit through the space. If his hand fits, he's confident his body will fit through. Don't try this at home because such skills require great mastery, which I doubt either of us are most likely capable of. Yikes! Brace yourself for this next one, because this boy is close to a human owl. He can turn his head up to 180 degrees without breaking a sweat. I hardly doubt my neck can turn beyond the military eyes' left head twist, but a Pakistani boy knows no limits to turning his head. He can see what's going on behind him while seated in front of you. As you might wonder, it's an unusual ability that allows him to twist not only his head 180 degrees round, but in general, he has pretty flexible joints. You'd probably mistake him for a character from The Exorcist when you come across a random video online of him. Samir Khan is a nice young adult and hopes to grow into the Hollywood industry, starring in horror films. Have you watched The Expendables? Our next feature deserved to be recruited into the Expendables team because, man, his skin is so stretchy. Gary Turner took advantage of a situation after being diagnosed with a rare skin disease. He made the limelight back in 1999 when he stretched his belly skin to about 6.25 inches out. After securing the Guinness Book of Records, I haven't heard of anyone who's gone beyond him. He worked through several jobs and is now living off as a sideshow entertainer and acting. Pretty smart career choices with such an unusual talent, don't you think? By the looks of how he stretches his skin, he's probably going to be a pro in the business. Who'd even think that such an unusual talent existed under the sun? You'll probably reconsider your toothpaste brand after watching what our next feature can do, earning him the famous name King Tooth. The man with an iron jaw was famously recognized as King Tooth back in his native home. A Malaysian man pulled a 7-coach train with his bare teeth. Yes, not hands or legs, teeth. It's like he eats rocks for lunch, cause what he did was humanly impossible. Those who witnessed him live couldn't believe their eyes when he bit down into the strap and began pulling with all his might. At some point, I thought his neck would snap and break free from his body due to the immense pressure it went through, but that wasn't the case. With confidence, he managed to pull a 297-pound train over 3 meters. I couldn't believe my eyes until I played back the video several times. Do any of you remember Beyoncé's interview where she claimed to be stronger than an average woman? Just how strong do you think she meant? Because Mama Lou redefines what strong means. She hails from Texas, and oh boy, she's feared by many. Maybe because she's unusually strong for any woman, she can tear a 1,000-page book in one rip. Even better, she can withstand being pulled by 2 gigantic men. I don't know how she built such a strong body with such a small physique. But enough about strong people. Let's take a look at individuals whose bodies can fold in any direction. Does she have bones? Or is she elastic from the Fantastic Four superhero comic? While going up through school, it's not common for many girls to fancy gym class. It makes you sweaty and smelly, and those things are just gross. That's why many girls come up with excuses for missing gym lessons. Then there's girls like Zlata, who must have adored gymnastics because her body can fold in whatever form. It doesn't matter if her spine is twisted upside down or her back is bent in half. I mean, her body has redefined what scientists thought was capable of human beings. The most fascinating thing is she can fold herself up to fit in a mid-sized suitcase. And that's a fascinating thing to watch. So, how old do you think you should be to attain the utmost physical fitness? This 18-year-old would put you to shame with his solid rock abs. He was able to attain such a puffed-up body by the time he was only 15. His Instagram went crazy when he first became known to his followers. Since then, he's attained the title bodybuilder as he can easily lift the heaviest weights in the gym. Well, he deserves nothing more than the best because I could never get such a body even if I lived at the gym. I wouldn't believe a word of it until I came face to face with Wim Hoofman himself. The over 60-year-old man shocked the world with his remarkable ability to withstand adversely low temperature. He enjoys the cold and claims it has a lot of benefits to the body. If you'd like to learn a trick or two about surviving ice-cold temperature, this is the man for the job. He holds over 20 world records that no sane human can dare challenge. One of his most shocking records is the over an hour-long ice bath. How long would you be able to last in the ice bath? He also scaled up to the peak of Mount Kilimanjaro in shorts. His guts just make me want to take a dip in the chilly Antarctic water. And with that, it's now time for today's best pick. Today's photo was sent to us by a subscriber, so if you come across a photo online and you want to know more details about it, just send it over to us. We might even feature it in our future videos. Being born without legs seems like a disability, but Mr. Zion Clark went ahead to prove us otherwise. Besides challenging destiny by living out an ordinary life, he'd done a tremendous job on himself. Zion Clark is recognized as a mentor, actor, entrepreneur, and recently, he added a title to his name after breaking the 20-meter walking on hands record. Without checking out the video, you'd probably doubt the credibility that he broke the record within an astonishing 4.8 seconds. After warming up, he took to the track like fish to water and burst out at top speed. He was done within mere seconds, scooping the world record crown for the fastest walking on hands record. Sometimes we should just accept ourselves for who we are. That's what makes such incredible talent. But that sums up our top 10 list today. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons on your way out.